Hello ladies and welcome back to my channel. If you're a beginner and you want to look flawless on this New Year's Eve with a stunning makeup, then this makeup tutorial is for you. I'm gonna teach you some steps to create a flawless glam like a pro. All you need is just a steady hands. So without further ado, let's get started. First, I'll start by applying this grip primer by e.l.f. and this will create a tacky base for my foundation to stick to. So I will take a big synthetic brush and I will apply it all over my face, even the eyelids. And this grip primer will make sure that your makeup stay in place the whole day and look flawless. Time for the brows. Now I'm taking the Glam brow pencil and I will start defining my brows starting from the end of my brows. And I like to do this step before I apply my makeup base because it's much easier for me to do it. I'm going heavy-handed with the brow pencil because I want to have bold brows. And when I'm outlining my brows, I like to leave a gap at the beginning of my brows because when I brush it later on, it will make my brows look more natural. Now I will take this brown tinted brow glue by NYX and I will apply it to tame and brush my brows up. And as you can see, by applying it at the beginning of my brows and the rest of my brows, it's making my brows looking really natural. Then I will take a Q-tips and I will clean any excess gel on my skin. Time to shape and clean my underbrows, and for this I'm using the Bobbi Brown Cream Concealer. I'm taking an angled brush and I will precisely shape my underbrows. This step is crucial if you want to have a clean and sharp lifted eyebrows. And as you can see, I'm applying the concealer underneath until I reach the crease area and I will stop there. Now I will take a fluffy brush and I will blend the edges of the concealer. Then I will take the powder side of the concealer and I will apply it to set the concealer under my eyebrows. This will help with the blending later on of our eyeshadow application. Today I'm doing a smoky cut crease look, and for this I'm starting with the NYX eyeshadow palette, the smoky one. I will take the black eyeshadow and I will outline my crease. After I outline my crease, I like to go in a circular motion to blend the edges of the black eyeshadow. And for a seamless blending, I like to hold the brush from distance because I want the blending to be easier. And as you can see, I'm feathering out the black eyeshadow and I'm blending it for a softer look. Make sure when you blend dark eyeshadows, you blend in that area because we don't want to have a muddy look. Now you can see the difference between the two eyes where I blended and the other one is not blended. It's much softer and nicer. Now I will take this light brown eyeshadow from Catrice eyeshadow palette and I will blend the edges of the black eyeshadow. And I'm doing the same. I'm blending side by side because I don't want to spread the brown eyeshadow all over my eyelid and I will end up having a muddy look. For beautiful eye makeup looks, blending is always the key, so take your time blending until you reach the level of gradient that you want. Now I will take this light cream eyeshadow and I will apply it to blend the edges of the brown eyeshadow. This will make the look seamless and nice. As you can see, the look is already softer and there is no harsh lines. Time to do cut crease, and for this I'm using the e.l.f. Camo Hydrating Concealer. The consistency of this concealer is amazing for your eyeshadow application. It will create a grip base for your eyeshadow to stick to later on. As you can see, I'm taking a flat synthetic brush and I'm stamping side by side until I do the cut crease. Since it's New Year's Eve, we need some sparkle, and for this I'm using this beautiful grey eyeshadow from Essence Icy eyeshadow palette, and I will apply it at the end of my eyelid. Then from the same palette I will be using the lighter grey eyeshadow and I will apply it at the beginning of my eyelid. And this will create a beautiful gradient sparkle. Then I will take the white eyeshadow and I will highlight my brow bone and my inner corner. Now the eye makeup is done. As you can see, it's very simple, still very glamorous for the New Year's Eve night. Let's start with the makeup base. Now I'm applying the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Glow Filter. I will apply it at the higher cheekbones, the bridge of the nose, the forehead, and my chin, because we need some sparkle and glowy skin for the New Year's Eve. You can apply it underneath your foundation or on top of your foundation, still it will peek through. And this will give you the soft finish you need for your makeup base. For foundation, I'll be using the Maybelline Fit Me Poreless Matte Foundation. This foundation is beautiful for acne-prone and textured skin, like mine. I like how it makes the skin flawless without making the skin look cakey. And also, as you can see, it's blurring out any skin imperfection. Not to mention, the coverage of this foundation is just a dream. As you can see, it's a full coverage foundation. It's just you need to apply it and work fast before it dries out on your skin. And the skin is skinning already with this foundation. Let's do the bronzer. And I'm using the same foundation but in a darker shade, 360. I will apply it at the forehead, the higher cheekbone for a lifted look, the nose, and also on my lips for a fuller lip look. And now I will blend the edges of the contour or the bronzer because I don't want to have any harsh lines. Make sure when you do that, just do it by tapping because we don't want to disturb the foundation underneath. And as you can see, because I'm applying a foundation, it's making the skin look like one layer is still with dimensions. As I noticed sometimes when I use a cream bronzer with this foundation, it makes it look patchy. Time for blush, and I'm using my favorite Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk blush wand. I like to apply the blush on the higher cheekbone for a lifted look. Then I will apply it on the side of my face and the nose and the chin for a cohesive look. This will make your face look like one layer. Then I will take my foundation brush and I will blend the edges of everything for a seamless finish. And now I will take Milani Perfect and Conceal Concealer and I will apply it to highlight my under eyes. This concealer got a beautiful finish, and also the coverage of this concealer is perfect. You don't even need a color corrector with it. Also, I like to apply the concealer to highlight the bridge of my nose, and I like to apply it in dots because it will make the line look more straight. And now I will set my bronzer. And for this, I'm using Makeup Forever Powder Bronzer. I will apply it to where I applied my cream bronzer earlier or darker foundation. And now I will set my blush, and for this I'm using my favorite Laura Mercier Chai Blush. This blush is really one of my favorite blush colors of all time. It's making my skin looking really soft and flawless. Time to set my under eyes, and for this I'm using my Givenchy Prism Libre powder. But first, make sure you blend any creasing before you apply the powder. And I like to use this powder for my under eyes because it will make your under eyes look like filter. Very soft and flawless. This powder is really soft. As you can see, it's blending under my eyes just like magic. Not to mention, you will end up with minimum creasing at the end of the day. Now I will set the rest of my face, and for this I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me powder, the loose one. As you can see, I'm applying it all over my face. And by doing this, is not only I'm setting my face, but it will also blur out my skin and will make it very soft and will make the texture not very visible. Also, I like to apply it on top of my bronzer and blush because it will melt it down and make it look like one layer. Now I will do some baking to make the face more structured. For extra glam, I like to use this Clinique Blushing Blush, but I will use a buff to apply it. This blush is really amazing to give me the sun-kissed blush look. And as you can see, I'm applying it with a buff because it makes the application more softer and the skin will look more flawless. Let's finish the eyes. Now I will use Kiko Milano Maxi Mood Mascara, and it's one of my favorite mascaras in the market. And you can already see the difference between my two eyes. Now I will add some corner lashes by Shein. And to finish up my brows, I like to create a hair-like strokes for a natural finish using NYX Lift and Snatch Brow Pen. Make sure you go light-handed to draw the hair-like strokes for a natural finish. For my lips, I like to start first by outlining my lips with a brown pencil. And for this, I'm using the Wet n Wild brown eye pencil. I don't mind using it on my lips because I like the cool shade of brown that it got. This step will make your lips look more prominent and will give you like a contour finish. And now the star of the show. This beautiful viral L'Oreal lipstick in the shade 150. This color is trending right now, and thank God I managed to find it on Amazon after I found it out stuck everywhere. It's red but still brown, and the color is really sophisticated. Not to mention, I'm really in love with the formula of this lipstick. It's matte but not drying. And now I will contour my nose, and I like to do this step at last because I want to have a prominent nose. Then I will take a powder and I will blend the harsh lines. Now it's time to add some highlighter and glam to the face. And for this, I'm using the Ofra highlighter. I'm using it with a smaller brush on the bridge of the nose and the side of my cheeks. For people with textured skin, make sure you always apply it on that area, I mean the C shape. And also you can apply it for the forehead and the chin. And voila, we have this beautiful makeup look for New Year's Eve. I hope you guys find this tutorial helpful. Please, if you do, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And see you next time. Bye!